Time for a break and a brief trip into another dimension. At 3, Louts in Space, the funniest science fiction comedy show of all time. Or was it just the smelliest? Curry sauce all over your anus. Delish.
Red Dwarf really grew out of it gradually dawning on me that there was some kind of conspiracy to keep the working class out of space. And there was, you know, no one in any science fiction programme I'd ever seen who'd had a pint of beer or had a curry on a Friday night. And I wanted to redress the balance, really.
Class.
Red Dwarf, a sci-fi comedy for the masses. Crewed by squabbling misfits, set adrift in a scummy, godless universe of fart gags, spicy fast food, and something called smeg.
I think when we first started out writing this show, we were much more interested in it as a comedy than as a science fiction show.
What's wrong? The uniforms are shrinking! Oh, God! The book's alive, man! I'm getting smaller! Oh, no! Help me, please! Please, I'm begging you!
Red Dwarf is the kind of TV show that your mother would show you to say, this is what men are like, don't do any of that, because it's just students in space.
It's much more of a beer and curry, football lads, kind of loaded kind of sitcom. It's a good year.
The last remaining human being in the universe is travelling in a spaceship called Red Dwarf that's 5 miles long, 3 miles deep, and they're 3 million light years from Earth, facing the wrong way, and he doesn't know how to turn it around.
It started off as an idea of having the last human being alive in space and him being the worst example of humanity we could possibly think of.
I'm an animal. I'm a tasteless, uncouth, mindless, tone-deaf, randy, blokish, semi-literate space bum.
Oh, welcome back, Mr. Listerson.
And he is accompanied on his pointless journey by a hologram. Rimmer is a complete and utter hopeless failure.
Being a hologram is fine, Lister. I still have the same drives, the same feelings, the same emotions. But I can't touch anything. Never again will I be able to brush a rose against my cheek, cradle a laughing child, or interfere with a woman sexually.
There's a very clear dichotomy between those characters, and they both hate each other, and they're forced to live together.
I see it more like being like Porridge or Odd Couple in space, basically, because it's like about the way we react, people in an enclosed environment, how they react and how they get on together, you know.
How do you want me to act? I don't know, just act with respect. For a start, don't call me Rimmer.
Why not?
Because you always put the emphasis on rim in Rimmer. Makes me sound like a lavatory disinfectant.
And then into that mix there is the most vain human being that's ever lived, which is the cat. He's evolved over a 3 million year period from a cat into a Felix sapien.
Hey, how am I looking?
Who will change his clothes every 4 seconds, and who is completely selfish.
Don't look, baby, it'll drive you crazy. Hey!
And a very incompetent toilet cleaning robot, which is me. A bog bot.
Goodness me, I must have sucked up a penny.
It's basically a character-based sitcom, you know. Space is the situation, so you can go a bit weird.
What the smeg is going on?
I hate snakes. They freak me out. Totally snakes. They are my all-time second worst fear, guy.
What's your first?
This sci-fi comedy smash was BBC Two's biggest show ever, and it had everything. Parallel universes, genetically modified life forms, and transvestite alter egos.
Hello, my pretty. What do you want with me? I'm going to lash you to within an inch of your life. And then I'm going to have you.
although it was a comedy, it had ideas in it that are good, strong, mainstream science fiction ideas.
Smeg, is it?
What have we created?
You've created the mutton vindaloo beast. Half man, half extra Indian curry.
Okay, you go, I'll cover you.
Seriously?
No.
It wouldn't have lasted as long as it has, and it wouldn't have been as popular as it has if it was simply sort of some funny spacemen in space farting in their spacesuits.
This is an orange.
It's an... It's an... It's a banana. It's no good, sir. I just can't do it.
You're frightened? I'm going to teach you how to lie and cheat if it's the last thing I do.
It has very profound universal themes running through it about humanity, about loneliness, love. You know, I mean, honesty and truth are very, very key things in it.
I just can't do it.
You can.
I can't.
Look, what's this?
No.
What is it?
Please.
Come on, what is it?
It's a small off-duty Czechoslovakian traffic warden.
The thing about Red Dwarf is it isn't a spoof, and the science fiction in it is science fiction. And I think there is a strong connection between science fiction and comedy. They're both about looking at the world in a unique and original way.
Red Dwarf's skewed vision has been polluting the universe with its curry-stained conceptualisation for 13 years now, and will soon be splattering a silver screen near you. But whether it's on TV or film, there's one word that will be forever Red Dwarf.
Smeg. Well, it's the universal put down, really. You know, I mean, you know what it's replaced, it's replaced the F word in our series.
Smeg is short for smegma, which is a genital substance. I don't know what there's a proper medical term.
Smegma is the cheesy deposit around the head of the penis in unwashed people. Not that that's what we were getting at.